today we're interviewing Ewah, the CEO and founder of Obia Natural Hair Care.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate you being here. So like I said, this is our inaugural interview. We're excited to have you. So talking about natural hair, natural hair has always been around, right? But over the past, I would say maybe like 5 to 10 years, right? The movement seems to be growing, right? All over the world. In Africa, it's huge in countries like Nigeria, right? Like in Ivory Coast, South Africa. Why do you think the natural hair movement is so big now?
Education. There was a study actually in 2011. I think it was 2009. This is part of what determined my journey towards this, because when I was still finishing up my public health degree, the first study that showed a link between relaxers and fibroids. It was a study done in the New England Journal of Health, and it was eye-opening because they've never followed black women, just black women, to see like the effects of relaxer. And they followed these women for over 20 years, and they saw that the younger age you have a relaxer, the higher incidence you have of fibroids, because that's a major problem, that causes infertility and all kinds of issues. And I think that if you look at different generations, like our grandparents wore their hair natural, it wasn't a big deal, but then all of a sudden our mothers around like the 70s, then chemicals started coming about, and like the 80s babies, 90s babies, we didn't even know what our hair looked like to even know what it was, natural, to take it back. So we're also finding that a lot of people are having health issues, and it's because of their environment. So some of those causes can be relaxer, and that's why when things like that started to come out and more people started to get educated, they realized that, okay, even though I'm wearing a wig, I'm bald-headed underneath my wig, so why don't I just wear my hair natural and still wear my weave and have hair when I want to have my hair, So I think it was an awareness and an awakening, and now that people are educated towards how they can better take care of their hair, they're realizing that their natural hair is a better option because it's versatile. I can straighten my hair and make it look like it's relaxed without the use of chemicals, and people did not have that awareness before.
And then the other question I have, again on natural hair is, in talking to getting some feedback, you're just talking to maybe ladies or women in general. The advantages of natural hair, from what you just said, are pretty obvious, right? I mean, it just makes sense.
Yes.
But for women in general, you just kind of shared some reasons with us. What are some additional reasons why women will not just make that transition?
They're men. Honestly, I was on the radio and it was men that were calling in, please convince my wife to stop this weaving. Please. The men, the same way you guys would buy a big car to impress us, but you can still get to your job in a Honda, the same way where we'll do all these things and put on makeup to impress you. Some women feel like, they're so used to you looking at them one way with long flowing hair that if they chop all their hair off and start to go natural, there's a transition in that period. Your hair is really, really short for a while, and it takes a while for it to grow out and to look so what you would expect for it to look at. And in that transition, they might not feel like they're going to be beautiful anymore to the men. That's a major reason for concern, especially if the men are not supportive. Not all men are supportive of natural hair.
I love my wife, any which way.
Exactly. No, we thank God for that. But there's some men, like for example, I was dating a guy when I went natural, and he was just like, I will pay you to put a weave on your head. I'm like that. Wow. He made me feel terrible that I didn't even appreciate my hair when it was short, because he was like looked at me like I was a different person, like I had changed, like I took off my mask by cutting my hair off.